Hi there. Good morning, good afternoon. No, scrap that. It's 11 a.m. here, so good morning to you, and I hope this video meets you well. It's your personal real estate shopper here, Vivian Oma Matthias, and I'm a licensed real estate consultant based here in Lagos. I assist individuals like yourself to make credible and safe investments in real estate. And talking about investments, the two attributes you need to look out for is high returns and capital growth. That is why I'm very excited to talk about this particular topic. So why don't you just sit back and relax, because this is going to be very interesting. Stay tuned. Welcome back. So I would recommend you watch this video to the end. Why? Come closer, let me tell you something. You should be able to know what an off-plan unit is, how it's better for you, and how it can profit you. That is what investments are all about, right? Okay. So let's go back to it. So an off-plan unit, as we know, it refers to a building that is available for purchase even before its completion or before it started. Most investors frown at the mention of an off-plan unit, and which is totally understandable. They tend to doubt the authenticity of the developer in terms of delivery and in terms of, the size of each unit is a normal feeling. But it is always advisable that you do your background check on any company you intend to partner with before fully committing. You need to check their previous projects they've done before, visit their estates, how their building actually looks like, the kind of materials they use, how good their estates are actually. You just need to do a thorough background check on the company, followed by you seriously studying the building plan of the particular property you intend to invest in. When studying this building plan, here are the things you should look out for and thoroughly keep an eye for when reading through. So number one, you need to check the floor plan. Now the floor plan is a visual representation of what the house is going to look like: the interiors, the exteriors, the partition of the walls, the layout of the walls, the general room articulation. It shows what is going to look like. Secondly, the layout. Now the layout shows you the relationship between the property and its environment. It shows you what is going to look like at the end of the day, the exact way it will look like at the end of the day. Thirdly, the architectural drawing. Now this is very important because the architectural drawing involves the ideas and the concepts into creating that property. So you need to know how it actually looks like in technicality, like the technical drawing of it shows. And lastly, you need to know the structural plan as well. The structural plan is it shows you the exact location of the property. It adds value to the property. It shows you the exact location, the size, how much you bought it for, how much it will be worth in the next few years or so. And also the foundation. This is the most important part. You need to know if you're going to make use of a striped foundation, a pier foundation, a pile foundation, a trapped foundation. You need to know if that's what you're going to be using, because the soil, you don't want to build something that will end up sinking or collapsing. So the foundation really matters. Those are the things you need to check list before actually going ahead to invest with that company. I can see you're not yet excited about off-plan units. Hold on, let me try and convince you with these 5 advantages. 1, you're able to secure a purchase price below market value. 2, you get to experience great capital growth. 3, it gives you the ability to resell this property at a profit. 4, it gives you the opportunity to purchase the property at a minimal deposit. 5, it gives you time to plan and save. For the bonus points, it gives you peace of mind. We all know the stress affiliated with building a property in Lagos. First, you need to get your building permits from the Lagos State Physical Planning Permits Authorities. You also need to get your building codes ready, the designs, the pre-designs, what the general plan is going to look like, your safety, your proficiency. It saves you all that stress. So that is why, it's good for you to partner with a developer to help you build it, as an off-plan. You buy as an off-plan unit, so it saves you the stress of, going through the building process yourself. Beautiful, right? Yes. Don't tell me you're still not convinced. Okay, hold on. Now let's go to the juicy part of it all, the benefits. That is what people want to know. How all these things you're saying, how is it going to be of benefits to me, Vivian? I know you're asking that question, but don't worry. I got you. I'm still here. The juiciest benefit of it all to me is you get to purchase below the market value. Now that is so juicy. Let's say for instance a three bedroom duplex is currently selling at Ibrahim this one for 70 million naira. Now if you're buying it as an off-plan unit, you realize that it might be selling for 50 million naira. Now that's below market value, and it also gives you the opportunity to spread the payments for 12 to 18 months, sometimes without even any interest on top of it. That is sweet. After making an initial deposit on the property of maybe 5 to 10%, sometimes it might be up to 50% initial deposits, then you get to spread the rest of the payment sometimes without interest. And by the time the video is the property is completed, it will be selling for even higher. The second juicy benefit is that you get to have a say in the building process. You get to contribute in things like the building plan, the kitchen finishing, the interiors, the bathroom tiles, what you want them to use, and as well it gives you the opportunity to actually know the kind of building materials you're going to be using for your property. Unlike buying already finished houses, sometimes you buy houses with cracks on the wall, it might have plumbing issues, it might have electrical issues. Buying an off-plan unit actually saves you all that stress, because you get to be involved in the process. You're being carried along in the whole building process. As for the third juicy benefits, this one I am really excited about it, is you can flip on this property even before it's completed. Now I did a whole video talking about flipping and how it can, flipping is one of the quickest ways to make money in real estate. Kindly scroll through my page and watch it so that you can be able to understand what flipping is all about. So you can flip on it even before it's completed. That means you can make money while the building is still going on, while it's still constructing, while the building is still coming together. That is really, really lovely. And I think that is all I'm going to talk about for the benefits. So let's talk about the risk. To be honest, there are really no risks to this. Let me not say there are really no risks, but the risks are quite takeable, if there's any word like that. So the number one risk I think people should look out for is trust. Like I said earlier, you need to know what the kind of credibility that company has. You need to check their previous properties, how they build, what their designs are, what their building codes are. It's very important. Make sure they have a permit for your properties. Make sure the property you want to buy, make sure it has a good title. Do a thorough background check on the company before actually investing, so that you can put your mind at rest when you're sleeping at night, knowing that okay, somebody is building your house. So the second risks you might want to also consider is delays. Sometimes developers tend to delay on the delivery dates for these properties, and sometimes it might be attributed to funds. That is why you as an investor, it is good for you to stay true to the contract. Actually, it's good for you not to violate the contract in terms of payments. It's pertinent for you to meet up at your expected time of payment. So I think that's basically all the risks, delays, and trust. I don't think there's any other. So if there's anything you think I left out, kindly comment it down below in the comment section, and I'll be so glad to learn from you as well. So now that we're finished talking about the benefits, don't you think I should chip in a bonus thoughts for you? Okay, so I would like to talk about a newly launched property called Terra Gardens. Now this property is located and I mean, we all know location really matters when it comes to an investment, especially in Lagos. Location is everything. Now this particular property is located just after the biggest, oh my god, just after the biggest ShopRite in Sangote Road, the biggest ShopRite in Lagos. It's not even the Sangote Road alone. It is the biggest ShopRite in Lagos, and it's located just after the biggest ShopRite. I guess you're familiar with Monastery Road, Sangote Road. Yes, that is where it is located, and it's a 3-bedroom semi-detached duplex with a BQ, and it's going to be like a mini court, and it has features like 247 lights. Like it's going to be a fully serviced estate. There's water, there's good roads, there's basically all the features you can look for in a modernized home. It has it. So also the juicy part about this particular property is that you get to spread the rest of the payment for 12 months without any interest. 12 months without any interest after making an initial deposit of 50% initial deposit. Then you get to spread the rest of the payments for 12 months without any interest at all. Now this property is currently selling for 70 million naira as an offline unit, and I can bet you that once it's completed, it might be selling for 100, 110, 120. I mean, name it. Now that is how people make money in real estate. So I would like for you to be part of this early subscribers, because like I said, it's just newly launched like some days back, and it's a development by the prestigious Landway. I mean, we all know Landway. They've done a lot of work over the years. They own they've successfully completed Urban Prime 1, Urban Prime 2, Urban Prime 3, just along the Ogombo Road. You can check their products, you can check their consistency as well, to tell you that your investment is actually very, very safe. And it has the title of CFO, which is a very, very good title, right? Don't you think so? Don't you agree with me? Okay, all right, thank you so much. I hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that offline units is actually a good way of making quick money in real estate. So if you're interested in this Terra Gardens, in this product I just pitched to you right now, because yes, I just preached. If you're interested in it, kindly reach out to me and I'll be glad to answer you and to also put you through and make you the latest landlord in Lagos. So thank you so much for joining me today. I remain your personal real estate shopper, Vivian Oma Matthias. See you next time. Bye bye.